Good evening. What was your experience of the police in Baltimore?
Well, personally, I just started talking about this actually in response to all of the fervor that was going on. I took a couple of days to kind of digest what was going on before just starting to speak on it. And I woke up yesterday morning, day before yesterday morning, jumped on Twitter and finally decided to kind of share a situation that I had, an experience that I had personally with the Baltimore police that I also know a couple of my other castmates have shared. My personal thing was I was coming out of a club. I believe this was my first year doing the series. I was coming out of a club. They have a 2 o'clock shutdown curfew regularly. And just seeing the way that the police were clearing the streets was I'm from Newark, New Jersey. So seeing how they were clearing the streets was kind of a show for me. So I made sure to get out of the way, or what I thought was out of the way, so that I could get a nice view of the police walking down the street kind of in a riot line. They had a bunch of ties for, wrist ties and so forth and so on. So I was just kind of taking in the spectacle. Somebody near where I was said something that the police didn't appreciate, and I got snatched out of the establishment that I was inside of onto the street, thrown down, arrested, taken into the jail, a holding cell, and held there from 2 o'clock in the morning until exactly 10 o'clock in the morning. When they were releasing me, I asked, look, do I have a court date, any charges, any fines or anything? They just said, look, do you want to leave or don't you want to leave? So, of course, myself and another guy that I was there with the entire time, we took that opportunity to just go. He was a resident, so he said that was something that he was pretty used to. And me personally, like I said, being from Newark, I'm not new to, I would say police brutality, not in the sense that Newark does it, but I know police can be hard on people, period, on civilians. So it wasn't something that I hadn't experienced before, secondhand or firsthand. But yeah, it was definitely disconcerting. And then throughout the rest of the next 2 seasons, those stories compiled between myself and my fellow castmates.
Now, the Baltimore police have handed over a file now about their investigation into what happened with Freddie Gray. Do you trust that? Do you think the Baltimore police can be believed when it comes to investigating their own?
No, and the facts and the procedures that they're taking when they take us into custody, or when they're questioning a civilian about a crime, if the civilian lies, or if something comes forth later on, or if they're withholding information in a court of law or under that type of scrutiny, you're considered to be, a liar or withholding information, or it just doesn't go in your favor as far as believability. And so those same rules and laws, I believe, would have to apply. And being that they're the enforcers of those laws, I would think that they would have a better way to make themselves believable, to keep themselves credible. But the things that they're doing are exactly the things that they tell us not to do. Don't withhold information and telling us things later.
J.D. Williams?
Bits and pieces. And it's just, how can we trust that? How can we?
I'm really sorry to interrupt. We're out of time. Thank you very much for joining us tonight.